Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Night Run. I'm your host, Dion McElrath, and thank you so much for joining us. We have another great show for you tonight. Lots of good stuff to talk about here at the top of the program, so let's go ahead and pop right to it. Scroll down, Dallas. If you would, please, that would be fantastic. Oh, Jesus Christ. So do I just go now? No? Yes? Tell me something? Fine, I'll go now. In recent 2020 pandemonium-related news, agricultural officials in Washington State, they have been buzzing about the hunt to eradicate the nest of the murder hornets. Yes, those are still on the Jumanji board for some odd reason. Don't know why. Basically, they want to eradicate them before they create a sustainable population on the West Coast, and basically every honeybee's worst nightmare. Yes, murder hornets, the absolute Stephen King part of the novel I've been waiting on. I'm over it. So do we need to prepare for the Maximum Overdrive sequel of 2020, or I need to know now? We need answers. I would like to know. That would be fantastic. America's in the dark. We're sick of it. At this point, somebody just needs to yell Jumanji so we can stop, have about 2 shots, and never speak of this year again. I can't take it anymore. So now let's talk about the debate that went down over the past couple of weeks. That by far was 1 kindergarten teacher and 30 kindergartners on a sugar rush. I prayed for the moderator. I don't know what's been going on with that. It's been the most off-the-rails production of public television I've ever seen in my life. At first glance, honest to God, I thought it was a new primetime pilot for CBS because they don't do good in primetime ratings, but shots are fired. It was pure pandemonium. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of sad, but it was great comedy material, and I wasn't going to touch it to begin with, but I decided, why not? Easy target. And then there's The Fly. The internets did not waste any time at all with that fly. That fly was like me when I started the show. Hey, Mom, I'm on TV. Kidding. That fly, basically, it was all a dream. He was over there. He was doing the thing. He went from the lyrics in a Miley Cyrus single, Fly on the Wall, to Fly on the Pence. And proud of him. But honestly, I would have rather watched The Tonight Show with Jay Leno twice, both 1.0 and 2.0, before I ever watch another presidential debate again. I'll never do that again. That was the worst hour of my life. I will not get back. So anyway, enough about that stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff going on here tonight. This evening, I have 2 amazing women that's forgotten more about Dayton than I've ever known. Sarah and Bethany are here from the ever-famous blog, Dayton Unknown. We're excited to have them with us. They've been more hyped than I am about this show since we started. So, wow, they're one of my huge supporters, so they're awesome. You'll like them, they're funny. Also tonight, I had the local band, The Social Cue, here making their television debut as a musical guest, and we'll get to know the gang later on. So that's all I got. Also, we got a brand new top 8 list of things you didn't know about Dayton, which includes some Dayton unknown facts, because I did my homework. Also, we got another round of dad jokes. I'm surprised none of you haven't unsubscribed from the last time we did them. They were terrible. And lots of other great stuff for you this episode, so you stick right there, go order some DoorDash. We'll be right back.
The Heartfulness Institute is a nonprofit educational organization that is affiliated with the UN Peace Program. Both of these have the same goal, to promote peace and harmony in the community. The Heartfulness Institute believes that individual peace is what will lead to world peace. To find individual peace, everyone must learn to calm their minds and focus on our hearts. This is what we call Heartfulness Meditation. So at our educational facilities, we teach individuals to focus on their heart, calm their minds, and find inner peace. This training is offered free of charge, always. This is not an organization that is affiliated with any religion or dogma. The mission is simply to help people process negative emotions they encounter throughout the day. We shower toxins off our bodies, but not our hearts and minds. And this is why we struggled as a culture with so much aggression. Let's turn the tide and learn to be peaceful. Life is supposed to be about joy, a celebration. The Dayton Heartfulness Institute offers free meditation sessions to about 40 locations in the greater Miami Valley area. The 2 main centers are located in Beaver Creek, Ohio, one on 3153 Lance Road, and the other conveniently at the mall at Fairfield Commons. You can drop by to get free guidance and sessions from certified trainers. We also offer classes periodically to learn to live from the heart field. You may check out details on these classes and other locations at our website, DaytonHeartfulness.org. We also have a free app you can use from home, Hearts app. Join us any way you're able to find your own inner peace. Let's meditate.
Hello, I'm Emma Scoville.
And I'm Lake Miller, and we're here to tell you about NCCJ.
Since 1978, the National Conference for Community and Justice of Greater Dayton, known as NCCJ, has strived to eliminate all forms of discrimination by challenging stereotypes, celebrating differences, and creating justice. We believe in the potential for personal and systematic change, and that NCCJ can initiate real change in diversity and inclusion practices, especially through youth leadership development.
NCCJ has 6 levels of youth leadership development. The first program is Anytown, NCCJ's youth leadership retreats, which foster community building and inclusivity among diverse groups of high school students. The second is Police and Youth Together, which is a week-long camp that builds bridges between youth 10 to 12 years old and law enforcement officers to facilitate peace and mutual respect.
Our third program, Agents of Change, teaches high school students about racism, sexism, classism, and leadership to help them become agents of change in their school and community. Our fourth program, Changing in the Middle, teaches middle schoolers to create inclusive communities at school. Our fifth program, Second Step, is an elementary curriculum used to stop bullying and build empathy and understanding.
Our final program, Spidey, Students Promoting Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity Through Education, brings together high schoolers and middle school students. The high schoolers learn diversity training skills. They then hold diversity workshops for 6th graders to share what they have learned.
NCCJ of Greater Dayton is excited to focus our mission on our youth programs. Young people are the future of our society. We believe the surest way to foster societal change is to educate and energize our youth.
We invite you to join us in this critical work by actively supporting our youth programs through your volunteer participation, generous donations, and positive communications about NCCJ. See our website, www.nccjgreaterdayton.org, for further details. Thank you.
Woodland Cemetery was established in 1841 for the express purpose of creating a resplendent cemetery landscape to support a rapidly growing city. Since its very beginning, Woodland has been the conservator of Dayton history and the culture of its people. With over 109,000 souls entrusted to our care, it is the final resting place of many of Dayton's most distinguished residents, including inventors of powered flight, the Wright brothers, poet Paul Laurence Dunbar, author and humorist Irma Bombeck, inventor and philanthropist Charles F. Kettering, governor and 1920 presidential candidate James M. Cox, entrepreneurs John H. Patterson, George P. Huffman, George Meade, Lauren M. Berry Sr., Preserved Smith, and Joseph W. Green. The Romanesque Gateway, Chapel, and Office are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The chapel has one of the finest original Tiffany windows in the country, and the cemetery itself is designated as a historic district and was also placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior. The Arboretum is among the foremost green spaces in Ohio, with over 200 acres adorned with 3,000 trees, including 10 current or former state champions. There are nearly 100,000 monuments ranging from rugged boulders to Greek statues and temples that memorialize the lives of people who shaped a young city and a young nation. Woodland is still a very active operating cemetery, assisting approximately 1,600 families annually with burial and cremation services. Sufficient undeveloped land is available to accommodate more than 50,000 future burials, equating to 100 years of remaining active operation. Woodland Cemetery and Arboretum is a nonprofit organization not owned by any outside entity. Our mission is to commemorate the dead entrusted to our service with care, dignity, and understanding, comfort the bereaved in a tranquil, beautiful natural landscape, preserve the heritage and wonder of Woodland, and history of Dayton in perpetuity. Woodland is open to the public 365 days a year, with typical hours being from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. We offer guided and self-guided tours throughout the year and welcome groups of all kinds to make Woodland a destination as they visit the Gem City. More information can be found at our website, woodlandcemetery.org, or by calling 937-228-3221. Woodland Cemetery and Arboretum is located at 118 Woodland Avenue off of Brown Street in Dayton. Woodland Cemetery, beautiful, timeless, and still available.
So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Night Run. right here in my hands, I have the top 8 things you probably didn't know about Dayton. The source for this list was multiple sites, but majority of which was the Dayton Unknown blog. Lots of great stuff. Highly suggest you check them out. There's stuff about Dayton I didn't even know, so these ladies never seem to not amaze me with their wealth of knowledge of the Gem City. So without further ado, number 8 of the top 8 things you didn't know about Dayton. Dayton was home to the first soapbox derby in 1933. Didn't even know that was still a thing. Those kids had nerves of steel, I tell you. Back then they drank water with iron deposits in it, and Coca-Cola had more than sugar in it. But number 7, Dayton was discovered on April Fool's Day. So that does confirm my conspiracy that things that pop off here is a joke. Nice. Number 6, Dayton hosted the Rolling Stones in the 60s before they blew up and got famous. Now that is something I never knew. I won't say I'm not a fan of the Rolling Stones, but I never really listened to their music. Are they any good?
They're like the Beatles, but they go harder, I guess. I really like the album Some Girls.
I have to check that out. Nice. All right, number 5, Dayton gave the world the electric car starter. Imagine cranking up your Hellcat at 6 o'clock in the morning. All right. Because if it snaps back, it's over. But, number 4, Dayton was founded before Ohio became a state. I did know that. So, we were just out here being a lawless wasteland at one point. Number 3, Dayton is Ohio's 6th largest city. I guess so.
Yeah. We have tall buildings, and not a lot of cities here do.
I thought we'd be higher up.
Dude,
6 cities.
6.5. Columbus is pushing almost 1 million people.
Yeah.
And then there's
There's nothing in Toledo but polluted shorelines, 2 Great Lakes freighters, and that's it. Bingo. Yes, those 2, because they can't keep their own stuff running, so they have to borrow a friend. Ooh, that's a desolate place we don't talk about. We don't talk about Gary. Number 2, the Kettering, also known as Stratacache Tower, but it's Kettering Tower in my book, I said what I said, is the tallest building in downtown Dayton, standing at 405 feet in height with 30 floors. I thought it was more than that, but I guess it's not the size, it's what you do with it. And the... And the number 1 fact that you probably didn't know about Dayton is Dayton, and this is actually my favorite one, Dayton is the birthplace and home of funk. I don't know how many of you are funk music fans. I'm with it. Don't ever do that again on my show. One of the pioneers of this new sound that debuted in the 1970s was Roger Troutman. I think I went to school with his great-granddaughter. I think.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, he's the one who invented that sound, and actually recently where his sound labs used to be over in the lower Dayton View area by Rosedale and all that, recently got a National Historical Places marker. So also there's a row of houses down there that he actually built, the house's neighbor, so I think that's pretty cool. Dayton is slept on. If you don't like funk, then there's something wrong with you. I should have saw that coming. I can't stand you guys. So now we're going to move on to dad jokes. Hopefully they aren't as cringeworthy as last time, but I'll do them standing. And you guys can marvel at my awesome tie and my lapel pin that's in the shape of a bus. So, see? Thought about you. So without further ado, to whoever stole my copy of Microsoft, what? You're welcome. So guys, to whoever who stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word. That will never not get old. That will never not get old.
I'll do it every time, I promise.
I like this guy. Why didn't the Mellons didn't get married? Because they couldn't elope. That is probably the oldest dad joke that's older than my dad and myself. He can't ground me, so he can mind his business. Which is faster, hot or cold? Hot, because you can't catch a cold. Or can you catch a cold? Why am I thinking about this? What did the fisherman say to the magician? Pick a cod, any cod. Bostonians and their terrible accent. Did you hear about the power outlet when it got into a fight with a power cord? He thought he could be socket to him. Don't do that. That one was absolutely horrible. Who wrote that? Socket to him. That was horrible.
Oh, I get it.
All right, I'm already fed up with you guys. I've had it. Why are elevator jokes so good? Because they work on so many levels. Put the sticks down. And our last one is, how can you tell it's a dogwood tree? From the bark. This is the part where I feel people clicking the unsubscribe button. So, yeah. So we are going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, Dayton Unknown will be here, and we will gossip and all that good stuff, and you will like it because obviously you're here for a reason. So you guys sit tight. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Kim Bramlage, and I'm proud to tell you about Five Rivers Health Centers. Five Rivers Health Centers is a nonprofit, independent community health center in the Miami Valley. We formed our federally qualified health center in 2011 and have grown to 8 locations in Montgomery and Greene counties. Our health centers are centrally located in Dayton and Xenia, near access to public transportation. Our mission at Five Rivers Health Centers is to provide access to quality, comprehensive, and respectful care for our patients and community. Regardless of your insurance or your ability to pay, you can be a patient at our health centers. And we offer insurance enrollment assistance as well as a sliding fee scale for the uninsured. Our focus is to provide primary care to patients of all ages and to be your medical home. We believe that our community will be healthier if everyone has a primary care provider, and we strive to create a long-term relationship with our patients. Our goal is to partner with patients on their health care, to prevent illness and injury, and to help our patients avoid the emergency room and stay out of the hospital. The clinical staff and providers at Five Rivers strive to give our patients comprehensive care. That means that each patient has access to not only their primary care provider, but also our pharmacy, social workers and mental health professionals, dental center, specialty clinics, as well as programs, services, and other resources that are unique to a community health center. Infant mortality is a huge concern for us here in the Miami Valley, and we want every baby to reach their first birthday happy and healthy. Toward that goal, we offer special programs to our pregnant women and new moms, such as Healthy Start and Centering Pregnancy and Parenting. These grant-funded programs allow our patients to enjoy fun group prenatal sessions and allows them to earn incentives such as diapers, gift cards, and much-needed baby items. Patients who participate in these programs frequently deliver healthier babies who are born full-term rather than preterm. In an effort to bring health care closer to those who need it, we are opening 2 school-based health centers in early 2020. The Dayton Public School Clinic will be in Roosevelt School on West 3rd Street. The Trotwood Madison location will be in the Administration Building on Snyder Road. Both of these health centers will provide comprehensive medical, dental, behavioral health, and vision care to students, families, and community members in West Dayton and Trotwood. Five Rivers Health Centers is one of the best kept secrets in the Miami Valley. Now that you know about us, please consider becoming a patient of our community health centers. We look forward to having you or someone you know as a patient and partnering with you to get healthy and stay well. More information is available on our website, fiverivershealthcenters.org.
All right, so we're back, and with me right here at my very low-budget desk on my low-budget talk show is the ladies of the blog Dayton Unknown. In case you're unfamiliar with it, if you want to know anything about Dayton, big or small, they more than likely know it all. That was a Dr. Seuss rhyme. I hate myself for it. So, hi guys, how are you?
Hey, we might have to use that as our slogan.
Go for it. We've been waiting for this for a long time. So excited to have the both of you here, so we can gossip and waste people time. That's what we do.
It's our favorite.
So let's go ahead and first off, let's talk about you. Let's talk about the blog. What do you guys do? All that good stuff. I mean, I know, but I don't know if they know.
It's like, well, I'm Bethany. This is Sarah. We started Dayton Unknown almost 7 years ago. Yeah. It was about January 2014. And it was Sarah's idea. It's her baby. I just help. Where she basically realized a lot of people don't know why Dayton is named Dayton and where Dayton came from, basically. And she discovered that and started getting interested in all the little facts that she's lived her entire life in Dayton and not known. So we decided we wanted to share that information because there was a lot of really cool facts about Dayton. So we're the unknown parts of Dayton, so Dayton Unknown. So, yeah?
Yeah. It's like, I'll just let her say it.
Yeah.
So-
Usually she answers that one.
Yeah, she usually does. So what is your favorite subgenre when it comes to everything Dayton or Daytonia, if you will? What is your favorite thing to touch on? Like everyone has their niche about Dayton that they're... You know what? You've always struck me as the one that watching, investigative discovery.
Yep.
I do.
We do.
Cold case files.
Yes, forensic
True
files.
crime. I
First
wrote a
48.
book, actually.
She did.
Oh.
We're not sure when it's going to be released. Everything's been delayed because of the pandemic, but it's actually about, I believe it's 12 different murders that happened in Dayton area.
Historically, nothing
Historically.
Recent,
recent.
so...
No current events.
So we're looking from since 1805 to roughly early 20th century?
I think 1935 is
That's the cutoff?
most recent.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
We've
all right.
We've written a lot of stories about just fascinating, interesting, unique murders and crimes in the Dayton area from that time frame. And it's just, we love true crime, so it just kind of became a running theme where she'd be like, hey, I have another murder for you. And I'm like, you might want to rephrase that.
Yeah, she's in charge of kind of, I don't know, modifying what I post.
I'm her filter.
Yes, because a lot of times I'm like, oh, you should hear about this murder. This guy killed this woman, and here's what's going on. She's like, you've been writing a lot of murders lately. Let's try something a little lighter.
Let's write something about a cat.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with the both of you. So, in regards, since you've been a Daytonian your entire life, how far back does your family go in Dayton?
I don't even remember how many grades.
6, I think.
I think it's 6. Great-grandfather is William Newcomb, George Newcomb's brother. So,
And I take it any relation to
all the
Newcomb's
way back.
Tavern
Yes.
by any chance figured?
Yes.
He's the brother of. So George Newcomb's like 7 times great uncle.
7.
I think it's 7.
He in there somewhere, eventually. It's one of those
Yeah,
numbers.
if you
That,
go back far enough.
if you go back far enough. I mean, we ain't been here that long. So, do you guys have any big projects in the works besides the books? Or what can we look forward with you, in regards to you guys for 2021? Same great quality programming on the same channel?
Yes. A lot of the stuff we had done revolved around festivals and meeting in person, and since that's not really an option, we're trying to find a digital way to do these things.
Yeah.
We were talking about maybe a digital scavenger hunt or a digital Dayton trivia.
With you as the host.
Yes, actually, we thought that'd be fun.
You know what? You might be. I'm down. I like you guys. So, whatever you want.
We've been designing our own merchandise, like our shirts right now. These are our Wright Brothers pumpkins. We have several different designs of just Dayton references, or we have a logo spelling out Dayton Unknown, and the Dayton is all different symbols of inventions from Dayton. And it's a really cool graphic, and we have some merchandise that we want to get out there, just for people to share and take pride in Dayton like we do. So that's another thing that we're trying to push a little more in 2021. We've hosted a couple events that we call photo scavenger hunts. We've gone to several different locations in the area where we have a list of prompts, like in the Wedgers and Gardens, one of the prompts was "Leave me alone," you know, and so it just kind of prompts people to take photos and gives them a little, you know, guidance of what to look for, and just, you know, help them explore. Out at like Cox Arboretum, there are so many different features there that people don't know. We had clues that would lead them there, so it helps them explore this great place in the Dayton area. And so we're going to probably try to do more like that, or make them virtual so people can just do it themselves and it's not a group gathering, and have them just submit something online, and, you know.
The submissions are our favorite part.
Yeah, we get a lot of
Come up with
clever,
really
yeah.
amazing things.
Yeah.
That's because you guys are geniuses.
Okay.
So,
Go on.
No, go on. We'll wait.
Sarah, I only have an hour, dear.
It's okay. Brief version.
So there's a particular story that I actually found fascinating. It was about the Titanic survivor that actually lived in Dayton. So I just wanted you guys to delve into that one, because that's my favorite. Out of all the facts that I've seen on the Dayton Unknown blog, which is awesome, by the way. I look at it quite often. But that's my favorite. So that's one thing I wanted you guys to, you know, just delve into just a tad.
That was Phillip Zenni, and he, I actually found him fascinating. He was trying to get on the lifeboat, and since he was a third-class passenger, a male, they weren't going to let him. And so he basically just waited until they weren't looking, and he jumped on there. It turns out he was on the same boat as the unsinkable Molly Brown. So when he got here, he ended up basically going on tour.
Telling his story.
Yeah, telling his story, recounting it, anyone that would listen.
So basically the pre-version of TED Talks. Hey guys, I was on an ocean liner that sank. Here's my story.
Titanic talk.
Nope,
Yep,
not clickbait.
Titanic Talk. It's a very Titanic topic.
Yeah.
But that is very interesting. That was one of my favorites. So you guys are awesome, as always.
You're pretty cool too.
I do my best. I can't hold a candle to you guys, but I just look good, that's all. I try to.
And we don't.
I mean, honestly, you're putting me to shame on my show, so I can't give you too much credit, because then I'll get replaced next season, and then you guys will have the show, and then what am I going to do?
We'll have you as a guest.
Or, I can just pull the Jay Leno and then leave and then come back and bump you out after 9 months.
I mean,
Okay, so we've got a plan.
yeah.
I'll let you hold it down
That's
for 9
2021
months,
for us.
and then I'll come back out of retirement, and then you'll be stiffed, and I get my show back.
Perfect.
All in the name of show
Sounds like a
business.
plan.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in. I enjoyed this. Thank you so much for the publicity leading up from promo to the time I announced this. It's been very flattering, the kind words that you've given me and you've said about myself and the show and my staff, all three of us. We make this look so easy, but one of these days we'll do a segment behind the scenes. You'll see just how pure pandemonium and the chaos that breaks out on a typical day doing this. So I'm glad you guys got to come in. It was awesome.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. You're always invited back anytime. Like, go for the record and be the guest that's been here the most. Like, because every talk show has that one guest that's been there the most. So that's your challenge.
Perfect.
Okay,
Sounds
so
like-
see you next week.
We'll just eventually take over.
And then I'll come back.
It's part of our 5-year plan.
It's part of our tentative 5-year plan. It's on Google Docs if you guys want to check it out. Eventually I'll be on Unsung on TV One at 9 p.m. It's going to be great.
You'll become a Dayton Unknown.
Yeah, I'll become a Dayton Unknown because I'll be unknown as fast as I got known. When we come back, we'll have the guys from the Social Q here. We'll get acquainted with those guys. Yes, Dallas.
Real quick, can you promote their websites and stuff?
C.
I was going to say promote the hell out of it.
I-
Everybody in there, promote your stuff. This is y'all's show.
All right.
Don't worry about Dion. Gotcha. Love, love, love.
I'll fire you. So where can we find you? What platforms are you on?
What are we not on?
Western Express.
The main blog, which is our website, is daytonunknown.wordpress.com.
But if you Google Dayton Unknown, we'll pop up.
Right. We have a Facebook that is mostly just other posts are shared to our Facebook. We have Instagram where we post a lot of pictures of our favorite views and sights and things we see around Dayton. It's also Dayton Unknown. We're on Twitter, which we don't tweet all that much unless something really big is going on. It's usually just an auto feed of our posts and our Instagram and et cetera. We're on YouTube. We just have a handful of videos on there.
I didn't know about the YouTube. I did not know about that.
Don't. There's a haunted road in the Sugar Creek area that we made a recording of us driving down to, let people experience and kind of guide them through
Was it scary?
No.
No.
We tried to do an EVP, but a car drove up. So the voice on it was like the guy behind us.
Yeah, so
It
don't.
wasn't.
It's nothing. We just more so have that so we can follow people like you and interact on there as Dayton Unknown. So that's the most, pretty much every social media we're on there. And you can find us, we're Dayton Unknown on everything, pretty much. So, but the main one is the website.
So the only thing I have, I would like a t-shirt. They look cool. I like them.
You want this design?
Yes.
We have several.
The Fright Brothers.
Yes, which is a skull instead of the pumpkin.
Just surprise me.
Okay.
Because I know your designs are
What size
fire.
shirt
So,
do you wear?
I wear a large.
Okay. We got you.
Nice. So when we come back, we'll have the social cue here, and we'll get to know the band, and they will give us a small taste of their musical capabilities. So you sit tight, and we'll be right back. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a great build-up. We've been waiting for this for about 4 months.
It flew by.
Yeah, it flew by so fast. Record the damn show. So, you guys want to do the interview first? Who's sitting in the chair? Who's standing up? Fight amongst yourselves. Rock, paper, scissors. I don't care.
Yeah, they point the adults in front.
You're gonna stand in the back? Okay.
I'll sit in Justin's lap.
Okay, whichever adult is sitting here. You get a microphone.
Are we?
Hey, thanks for reminding us, actually, like, never leave.
I was like, hey, by the way,
I-
real quick. Sitting here.
Yeah. Everyone sits there.
Let's say, whoever's gonna sit on the edge gets the microphone, that way it'd be in the middle, so however y'all wanna sit. Doing great.
Are you doing
Keep
great?
breathing. Long interview. We got a lot of time to eat. Feel me? So individual, get to know everybody, get to know the band.
When Dayton Flight comes back in, apologize to that guy, because I did not know I was gonna have him waiting like that. We're running like terribly late today.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be the first guest.
Okay, yes, he's gonna be the first guest.
First guest, and then we'll let him bounce. I feel like Bear. I feel like
All right. All right, let's do it.
That's a nice mug, dude.
Thank you. I actually designed it. I was kind of hungover when I did it. Vistaprint, highly recommend it. You got the downtown skyline at night.
That's awesome, man.
Do you make more of them?
Did you make the logo?
Well, this was the prototype. This is the.
I was seeing if I had sweat stains so I could wear my shirt.
What in God's name is going on back there?
Damn, I sweat. Yeah.
Typical day at the night run. The only thing that's running is my high blood pressure. But other than that, we will make more of these. This was just a prototype just to see how it turned out. Yes. Thank you. It's a great touch. I usually have other stuff like over here in the corner of the desk, but it's a little bare today. I was in a rush this morning. So whenever you guys are ready, I'll do my thing and you'll do your thing.
I just gotta get this thing turned on.
Well, open the flippy flap or whatever that's called, and then there's a button that says let on and let off, and then you press it.
He's wearing a wire.
I can see these guys are your friends. I'm starting to see a lot of similarities. It's just a different flavor. I'm used to you guys. Y'all don't surprise me no more. But Jammer plugged in. Jammer
No,
plugged.
it's more like Jammer is the social cue with talent.
Oh! All right. All right. Jesus.
Get off my phone. Sorry, I just have no faith in my own abilities.
I can see. Yo. Well, if you tell me action, I would like to do my job, you know. Action. All right, so we're back from the commercial break. We're here with the band Social Cue. What's going on, guys?
Howdy.
So how long have you guys been a band? How did it start? What's the story?
Well, Justin and I have been playing together for a couple years now, but the four of us kind of got together recently. The Social Cue itself has been in carnation for a little over a year now.
We got together kind of mid-pandemic. We brought Mr. Zach Brenneman on
who I believe is the world's greatest drummer, in April. And we brought Mr. Richard Vanderberg on with us in August. Since then, we formed a pretty tight unit. We're currently getting together our 11-track LP, Center of the Universe, which I myself am engineering under my name, Q Technics, production company, or LLC, what I'm filing under things. What I funnel money through, I should say. But that should be released in Q4 this year or Q1 next year. We are on Facebook as The Social Q. We're on Instagram at The Social Q Band. We have a website, thesocialqband.com, where you can find all of our social links. And we currently have 2 EPs and a single up on Spotify right now with the older incantation of The Social Q. If you're interested in hearing our music. As far as the music's concerned, we are a blues-oriented unit. Our musical mission is to what I believe push music forward in a medium that I think should have happened a long time ago. It kind of got away from the blues, and that's kind of why rock music kind of sucks. That's my opinion.
Agreed.
I live in the land of funk, and I appreciate that every day.
We appreciate you.
Dayton's a great city. People don't appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
We're gonna bring back the funk.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
think
it.
you touched that on that earlier in the episode. Yeah, I really like that about Dayton's history. You know, like other funk musicians have lived around here and played here too. And I think that's a big part of our history, and we have a pretty good scene here too right now, and that needs to be explored and move forward as well.
So who's your favorite funk band?
It's probably pretty loaded. I like the Meters a lot, but you know, if you're looking at like more traditional funk, you know, there's like newer stuff as well. I like the band Wolfpack a lot, for looking for funky stuff specifically.
You throw the Gap band on, I'm probably gonna lose my shit. Cool in the Gang, they got a slew of good shit. As far as like never stops hitting, it's definitely the Ohio players for me.
Yeah.
All the
Dave
way
Russell.
through, they're legendary players.
Yeah, like the Ohio players and like Slave, and
Zach.
Slime, the Family Stone for sure. And like Graham Central Station when Larry Graham kind of broke off. I love that stuff.
If I had to pick a favorite, it would be one that I'm surprised I didn't hear anybody mention, but Parliament and the Mothership Connected.
Oh yeah,
They're great
yeah.
also.
I was listening to George all the way here.
Now,
I'm just a hipster, so I didn't want to say it. Yeah, I love George Clinton.
but yeah, you know, surprisingly enough, they actually have the Mothership from back when they used to go on tour. They have it at the Smithsonian Institute of American History. So if you ever get out that way, highly suggest you check it out.
Very cool.
Between him, the Isley Brothers,
Oh yeah.
love the Isley Brothers. Let's see, there's so many. I don't know where to start.
It's all historically good shit. If you throw it on, it's probably going to be
It's
good.
it's always good. It's always good, especially when there's brothers involved and at least 4 members. You need at least 4 members for it to sound good. If you got 5, you got a show.
Forgot about the Brothers Johnson.
The Brothers Johnson are...
I was trying to think, and it was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't remember, and my mind went blank, and that's embarrassing. But
Out of my face. Get the funk.
I think a couple of them actually used to play at the Hare Arena. I believe so, like way back in the day, but long before any of us was thought of. Has anyone ever told you resemble Ron Howard from Happy Days?
That is the first time I've gotten
You're
that.
kidding.
I'll tell you.
Because I've been trying to feel like, God, he reminds me of somebody, and I've been trying to think of it, and it just finally clicked.
I think he looks like Mark from Marco.
Oh, thanks.
Did you make the Da Vinci Code?
Ed Sheeran. Vinci.
The film? Oh, no, never mind.
They just got a whole Richie Cunningham vibe going on. So I had to figure out who it was you reminded me of, and it finally clicked. So yeah, That was my one for the day. So what are you guys gonna play for us?
We got 2 songs ready for you. One's out now. We're going to be putting that song on our upcoming LP, as well as another song that's not out currently, but it's going to be our upcoming LP as well.
You guys are doing pretty good. This is your first time on television, isn't it? Figured.
Television?
Yeah, believe it or not, it is.
This is our second time on television.
Second?
Yeah, I can't believe they let us on Fox.
It's on Fox News.
Yeah, we did an interview on Fox News a little while ago. I think he did another
I did it
interview
with a different band.
Yeah.
Ah, who let that go down?
I think we did.
I think we did
brushed my
great.
teeth with my finger in
When
the
you know
parking
people
lot.
and you know people, and then they like
Killing it.
cut it. Scream Fox News.
Tell us how you really feel. Actually, don't, only got an hour. So they're gonna go ahead and get set up, and they're gonna serenade you with great music, very great music. And I'm just gonna sit back and drink it in. So guys.
The Heartfulness Institute is a nonprofit educational organization that is affiliated with the UN Peace Program. Both of these have the same goal, to promote peace and harmony in the community. The Heartfulness Institute believes that individual peace is what will lead to world peace. To find individual peace, everyone must learn to calm their minds and focus on our hearts. This is what we call Heartfulness Meditation. So at our educational facilities, we teach individuals to focus on their heart, calm their minds, and find inner peace. This training is offered free of charge, always. This is not an organization that is affiliated with any religion or dogma. The mission is simply to help people process negative emotions they encounter throughout the day. We shower toxins off our bodies, but not our hearts and minds. And this is why we struggled as a culture with so much aggression. Let's turn the tide and learn to be peaceful. Life is supposed to be about joy, a celebration. The Dayton Heartfulness Institute offers free meditation sessions to about 40 locations in the greater Miami Valley area. The 2 main centers are located in Beaver Creek, Ohio, one on 3153 Lance Road, and the other conveniently at the mall at Fairfield Commons. You can drop by to get free guidance and sessions from certified trainers. We also offer classes periodically to learn to live from the heart field. You may check out details on these classes and other locations at our website, DaytonHeartfulness.org. We also have a free app you can use from home, Hearts app. Join us any way you're able to find your own inner peace. Let's meditate.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the social cue.
She said, you're the worst version of yourself that you've ever been. Well, I've given you years, yeah. In fact, I've given 10. It's been a long time and I thought that made us strong enough. Talk to anything, couldn't have been wrong enough. And it's tough how everything reminds me of you. Do what I do. Yeah. I can't escape these thoughts of you. I've been trapped by these thoughts of my life for the longest time. Just thought you were why I was alive. But now guess we're going, lead our separate lives. Well, all I really know is 10 years is a long time. Time to waste, to sit on your feelings. Well, I want now, all I really want, yeah. Wash away what I'm feeling. So pour me another drink, baby. Or maybe 7 more, cuz. It's my memories there, visiting all these banks. My heart finds me willing to wait, yeah. Waiting for the rest of my life, 'cause all I really know is 10 years is a long time. Yes, it is. If I would play this song for someone new, because goddamn girl, I got these decade-long blues. I got these decade-long blues. The song's called Decade Long Blues. It's out on Spotify now. We're gonna do one more for you. This song's called The Stinky. She bounced, she settles her accounts with the stinky. She preached, she can bring you to your knees if you got that stinky. We work, we always skip desserts to get more stinky. We bleed, we need, can always plant that seeds to get more stinky. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She pouts a game of cat and mouse for the stinky. She breathes at midnight and she's got a stinky. We play, hey, every goddamn day to get more stinky. But you know we walk that walk, we talk that and talk, and we got out stinky. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you need, what you want now, what you need. Whoa, 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 sinking, sinking, I'm sinking, blowing with the sinking, sinking. Tell me one more time fast, what's it all about? Sinking, sinking, I'm sinking, blowing with the sinking, sinking. Tell me it one more time. Thanks, y'all. We are the Social Q. That's the social and the letter Q. Check us out online.
Very great job, guys. Love the music. Fantastic. Now, do you have any albums upcoming?
Yes.
What are all the platforms we can find you on?
We're on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all major platforms. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. You can find us at the Social Q Band. Yeah, we have an album coming out hopefully later this year, if not the beginning of next year.
Center of the Q-Universe.
Yeah, Center of the Q-Universe.
I like it. That's a good tagline. We enjoyed having you here. Thanks for coming in. You're always invited back anytime.
Thanks for having us.
I love your sound. Very great sound. Which camera am I looking at? Am I looking at that one or am I looking at that one? I think I'm looking at that one. Nope, switch back to the other one. There you go. And if you would turn it to where it faces me. All right, that works. So ladies and gentlemen, my special thanks to the Social Q as well as the ladies from Dayton Unknown. They were fantastic. I'm your host, Dion McElrath. As always, keep it funky, stay good, be good. We love you. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. All right, that is the show. Thank you, guys.